Let's be honest, nobody likes to admit they're stupid. It's a word that carries a lot of weight and stigma. We associate it with ignorance, bad decisions, and embarrassing moments. It's something we fear being labeled as. But here's a liberating truth. We all have moments of stupidity. It's universal and inevitable. It's part of being human. We all make mistakes, and that's okay. Stupidity isn't about lacking intelligence. It's about lacking awareness, critical thinking, or even just plain common sense at any given time. It's those moments when we act without thinking. We make impulsive purchases we can't afford, buying things we don't need, send that text we instantly regret, words we wish we could take back, or forget our own anniversary. Whoops! These moments are part of life. These aren't signs we're doomed to a life of idiocy. They're learning experiences. They're simply blunders we make when we're not paying attention, not thinking things through, or letting emotions cloud our judgment. It's a part of growing and learning. The good news is, recognizing this is the first step to conquering our inner moron. Awareness leads to better choices and fewer regrets. So how do we identify those DOH moments in our own lives? Self-awareness is key. Start by paying attention to those recurring situations where you find yourself saying, "Why did I do that?" Are you constantly losing your keys? Do you fall for obvious scams? Do you always seem to pick the slowest queue at the grocery store? These small, repetitive instances of not-so-smart behavior are like breadcrumbs leading you to your inner stupidity. Another great indicator is that feeling of regret, embarrassment, or face-palm moments after a decision or action. We humans, despite our best intentions, seem to have a knack for falling into the same stupidity traps over and over again. It's almost as if we're hardwired to make these mistakes. One of the biggest culprits is emotional reasoning. This is when we let our emotions dictate our decisions rather than logic or reason. We let fear, anger, or excitement hijack our brains, leading to impulsive decisions we later regret. These emotions cloud our judgment and make it difficult to think clearly. Another classic is confirmation bias. This is our tendency to seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, even if those beliefs are wrong or misguided. We seek out information that confirms our existing beliefs, even if those beliefs are wrong. This leads to a narrow-minded view of the world and prevents us from seeing the bigger picture. This leads to stubbornness, an inability to learn from mistakes, and a whole lot of unnecessary arguments on the internet. We dig our heels in and refuse to consider other perspectives. Then there's the dreaded procrastination monster. We all know it well. It's that little voice in our heads that tells us to put things off until later. We know we should be working on that important project or finally sorting out our finances, but instead we find ourselves getting distracted by cat videos and online shopping. It's a never-ending cycle of delay and distraction. Recognizing these common traps is crucial to dodging them in the future. Awareness is the first step towards change. The more aware we are of our own patterns of stupidity, the better equipped we are to avoid them. By understanding these traps, we can make more informed decisions and lead more fulfilling lives. Section 4. Outsmarting our inner idiot, practical tips and tricks. Now, for the good stuff. How do we actually become less stupid? It's a question we've all pondered at some point. The good news is there are practical steps we can take to outsmart our inner idiot. The first rule of stupidity fighting is simple: slow down. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in the rush and make hasty decisions. Most of our idiotic moments occur when we react impulsively without thinking. These snap decisions often lead to regret and unnecessary complications. So before you make that purchase, send that angry email, or agree to that commitment, take a moment to pause. Take a deep breath. This simple act can give you the clarity you need to make a more informed decision. Give yourself time to consider the consequences. Think about the potential outcomes and how they might affect you and others. Next up, embrace the power of questions. Challenge your own assumptions. Don't just accept things at face value. Ask yourself, is this really true? What evidence do I have to support this belief or decision? What evidence do I have to support this? Is there another perspective I'm not considering? These questions can help you see the bigger picture. Is there another perspective I'm not considering? This simple act of questioning can save you from a world of bad decisions. This simple act of questioning can save you from a world of bad decisions. It encourages critical thinking and helps you avoid common pitfalls. And here's a secret weapon: other people. Yes, those strange beings can actually be helpful. They offer different viewpoints and experiences. Yes, those strange beings can actually be helpful. Don't be afraid to ask for advice, get a second opinion, or just talk things through with someone you trust. Don't be afraid to ask for advice, get a second opinion, or just talk things through with someone you trust. A fresh perspective can work wonders. A fresh perspective can work wonders for exposing our blind spots and steering us away from stupidity. It can illuminate options you hadn't considered. A fresh perspective can work wonders for exposing our blind spots and steering us away from stupidity. So slow down, ask questions, and don't hesitate to seek advice. These simple steps can make a world of difference. Section 5. The joy of not being a moron. Benefits of reducing stupidity. Becoming less stupid isn't just about avoiding embarrassing mistakes, it's about improving our lives in tangible ways. When we make smarter decisions, we reduce stress and anxiety. We build stronger relationships, we achieve our goals more effectively. Imagine a life with fewer regrets, less drama, and more time and energy to focus on the things that truly matter. That's the power of conquering your inner idiot. It's not about being perfect, it's about making choices that align with your values and move you closer to the life you want. Section 6. You're not doomed. Embracing the journey of lifelong learning. Here's the most important thing to remember. Becoming less stupid is a lifelong journey, not a destination. We will all make mistakes. We will all have moments where we look back and cringe. The key is to learn from those experiences and strive to do better next time. Embrace curiosity. Seek out new information. Challenge your own beliefs. The more you learn, the more you realize how much you don't know. And that's okay. Embracing our own ignorance is the first step to overcoming it. So go forth, my friends, and conquer those inner idiots. The world needs less stupid and more awesome.